Alright, so we have imported two SAT files into Revit, and now we're going to take a look at how we're going to manipulate those and how you can move around. Um, Basically, the way that Revit works is that it takes a 3D model and it cuts it up. So let's take a look at how it does that really quickly. So if I go to my south elevation, so it's going to go look at this thing from the south, right? I'm going to double click on my south elevation and I'm going to zoom in, and there are levels that have been created that are cutting through this 3D model, and at 4 feet typically above each level it's slicing that model for a floor plan. So each one of these is creating a floor plan. So if I go to plan A1, there's the section at plan A1 level, and then if I go to A2 and A3, right, it's going to change just a little bit as we get up and up and up, right? So each one of those is going to change as we get higher and higher and higher. If I go to a section view, so here are some section cuts that have been placed in here. There are little blue section ends on these, and I can double click on that and it'll take me into that section, right? So now I'm looking at the cut through the building at that point. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to go to Close Hidden Windows. I'm going to go back to my plan A1, and I'm going to type in WT, which is short for window tile, and then I'm going to type in ZA, which is short for zoom all. And then I'm going to scroll my middle mouse button, come over here and select that section that I just went to right there. And if I move that, so if I move that section right into the object, now it's out of the object looking at it in elevation. And if I move that section into the object, it cuts it at and places that blue section in there, right? So you can dynamically update your sections, which is quite nice. Okay, so these are views. There's bunches of different views that I've set up in this template. If I scroll down, there's a sheet, which is like a layout area, so it's like an InDesign, and if I double click on that, basically the views have been placed on a sheet. So if I maximize this sheet and zoom in on it, this is a 12 by 24 inch sheet. It has a little grid on the background so you can arrange things. But basically these views have been placed on these sheets. So if I zoom in, this is level 1, 2, 3, 4. We don't have additional levels. We're going to add those. This is a 3D view. This is the section that I showed you before. This is a site plan view, so an above sort of roof plan view. This is an elevation that's been cropped, and we're going to fix that. And then these are some 3D views that have been section boxed and placed in there. And then over here we have a mass schedule, so it's actually looking at the mass and giving us the surface area and the volume of both of those masses. It's not giving us a floor area yet. We have to do something in particular to get it to read that out, and we will. So basically our goal for the next few videos is to look at how Revit crops things and place views on sheets and control how those views look. And we'll be looking at the various types of views. And then once we add some what are called mass floors, you'll see it start to calculate out how much area is in the floors. Okay, all right, so that's what we're going to do.